Welcome to the Fifth Down. I'm Jeff Schaefer.
And I'm Travis Kozak. Homecoming is a time for alumni to return home, a time for Spirit Week and pep rallies, and the Alpena Wildcats hoping it's also a time to start a winning streak.
Yeah, Jason Doobie's squad picked up its first win of the year last week in Gaylord. Brady Marweed and the Wildcats looking to string a couple of victories together, hosting Cheboygan in this evening's homecoming game. The Chiefs, though, march right down the field in their first possession. Andrew Dixon finishes it off through the heart of the Wildcat D. 7-0 Sheboygan. The Cats, though, with a ground game of their own. Dylan Thrasher thrashing up the Chiefs for a nice gain there. Then Alpena goes to the air. Brady Marweed rolls out, finds Jordan Ferguson, who's got some room to run. He barrels inside the Sheboygan 20, and the drive gets capped off by the man you could call the Alpena feature back. Ashton Deaver takes the pitch to the house. Alpena with the answer. Ties it up at 7 apiece, but the Chiefs respond right back. On the first play of the next drive, Nick Bevier takes the handoff up the middle, and he's gone. Sheboygan right back on top 14-7. Alpena did score once more. It was all Chiefs after that. Sheboygan wins big to spoil the Wildcats' homecoming.
Down in Hale, the Eagles welcoming the AuGres-Sims Aranac Eastern Co-op squad for the battle for the jug. Hale getting off to a quick start in this one. In the first quarter, Kelby Crivier sacrificing his body for the extra yards, and the Eagles are rolling. Later in the drive, it's Ryan Richardson doing it on his own. He finds the end zone on the QB keeper, and the Eagles take the lead 6-0. Now later, but then the Wolverines clamp down on D and rev up the offense. Brent Schweiderson collecting 22 tackles on the night for AuGres, but he may have been outdone by Brett Mazer doing all the damage on offense. He rushed for 218 yards on just 14 carries. Oh yeah, and he accounted for all 5 touchdowns for AuGres as the Wolverines take down the Eagles 34-12.
Big time performance in that rivalry game out there playing for the jug. Now it was homecoming out in Hillman. The Tigers court taking a spin around the track at halftime, and on the field, Hillman up big, 33-zip at the break. They look to add to it in the third quarter. Tyler Jones hooks up with Travis Powers for a nice gain. That drive stalled though. Now the Hurons go to the air as well. Quentin Kelly and Chris Lopez. These two guys share snaps as QBs. Here they hook up on the same play. Kelly to Lopez, and Chris making some Tigers miss on this play. Gets deep into Hillman territory. Can't stay on his feet into the end zone, but RC is threatening. Then though, Kelly hit as he throws. It's picked off by Michael Klein. It looks like Mikey could go the distance. Eventually, though, he's tracked down deep in Rogers City's territory. Still, Hillman in business, looking to add to that big lead. Now, Jones already threw 3 touchdown passes. Looks like he's got number 4 on this play. Hits Alex Cheek. He's into the end zone. But hang on a sec. Alex, as he heads back to the huddle, realizes there's a flag on the play. TD called back. Tigers don't find the end zone in the second half, but they stay strong on D. Hillman blanks RC 33-0.
Now a big win for Hillman there, and we've got other scores from around the area for you as well. In the Ski Valley tonight, Joburg rolling over Rudyard 51-0. Mitch Hardy ran wild in the first half, collecting all 170 yards rushing on the ground for him in the first, and QB Alex Payne added 2 rushing TDs for the Cards. And in Pelston, Onaway bouncing back nicely from their first loss of the year last week in Mansalona. The Cards improved to 5-1 with their 29-13 win over the Hornets.
We've still got 3 weeks to go in the regular season, but one conference title already up for grabs tonight.
That's right. The 4 squads of the Huron Shores Conference wrapping up league play this evening, and a Whittemore-Prescott win would secure their 3rd straight league title. The Cards squaring off with 0-5 Tawas at the home of the Braves. We pick it up in the second quarter. Whittemore already up 29-13, but Tawas trying to get things going. Dan Howell gets the nice gain for the Braves, but not much else going for Tawas. The Cards defense making plays. Zach Baker intercepts Justin Karinovic. Whittemore held Tawas scoreless the rest of the way. However, the Cards would add to their lead in the fourth quarter. Jens Gillings finds Tyler Yanish. The camera will find Yanish eventually. A very long TD pass there, and the Cards go up 35-13. Whittemore would add 2 more scores before the end of this one, on their way to the 49-13 win and their 3rd straight Huron Shores championship.
So they win the league title and also 5 wins for Whittemore, so just 1 more and they're playoff bound.
That's huge for them. Now further north in Lincoln, Alcona and Oscoda battling for 2nd in the Huron Shores Conference. The Tigers got things going early, scoring less than 3 minutes to go, up 8. So now the Owls trying to respond. Grant Miller comes out of nowhere and into your screen to make the nice snag. That was to convert a 4th down, but then the Tigers D goes on lockdown. Miller on the ground this time, he's met by a bunch of Tigers there. They all take him down. And then the second quarter turned into an offensive clinic brought to you by the Alcona Tigers. Nathan Fettis pounds out 9 on the ground. And then a couple plays later, he hits the hole. And then this time, there's nothing but green grass ahead of him. Fettis finds pay dirt from 65 yards out, one of his 3 TDs on the night. Alcona goes out in front 14-0. So we know the Tigers can run, but can they pass? I'd say so. Cody Franklin finds Garrett Norling hanging out behind the Owls defense, and he's off. The Tigers lead goes to 22-zip. Alcona added 2 more touchdowns before the half, and the Tigers get the W 44-0.